with the kids. Talk to us. Get over it.
We're here in Haines City with the fastest growing risk club in Polk County. So they making Lakeland look like lame land. So we here and we enjoying it. They just here learning tonight. We got a great speaker tonight talking about goal setting, Dolmecia Fleming. So she's gonna be here. So she's making history because she's the only speaker that has spoken to the risk club in Lakeland and Haines City tonight. So she bringing it. So we're gonna give it up for her.
Yeah, let's give it up. Give it up.
But to do all these amazing programs and stuff like that, we got a large group. We always need your support. So we need 1,000 people to give $100. That's going to help us raise $100,000. Contact me 863-888-0468 to make that happen, or you can cash at me $, capital TEEN, capital KING. Make those checks out to Risk Club. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, yeah.
So good evening, everyone. I'm Dolmecia Fleming. I'm really excited about being here tonight. I'm real fun, so don't be fooled by the jeans and the hat and all that in the heels, because I get out and I'm gonna have fun with y'all. But I really want to come and be serious about tonight because your future matters. And just making sure that you're setting yourself up for success. So again, I'm Dolmecia Fleming. I'm actually the founder of a mentoring organization by the name of Angels of Destiny Incorporated. We're located where we service girls throughout the Central Florida area. I'm recently a master certified life coach. I teach success skills, so that's what I'm going to be talking to you guys tonight about, setting smart goals for life. But while they're passing out the papers, I want each of you to think about one goal that you have set out for your life and go ahead and write it on your paper. Just one goal that you have set for your life right now, and I want you to write it on your paper. I don't care how big or how small that goal is. I want you to write it down on your paper, and we're going to discuss that goal.
One goal.
All right. Just anywhere on your paper for now. It doesn't matter where you write it at. I just want to know one goal that you have in mind.
Move around and get some of the students. You can put that down the table. Yeah.
So once you have that one goal now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call on a couple of you to tell me what your goal is, but then I'm going to also call on a few of you to encourage that other individual on how they can achieve that goal. I heard Mr. Jeffrey earlier talk about unity, and that's what we're going to build amongst the room tonight. I kind of want to shift y'all around because I know y'all comfortable with y'all friends, but I'm going to let y'all have it tonight. I trust that I have everybody's attention and we're going to get through this thing. The ultimate goal is making sure we set you up for success. Making sure we set you up for success. So if everyone have a goal written down, anyone want to volunteer and tell me what their goal is? Yes, sir. You want to make it to the NBA? Okay, I like that. So now I need somebody to encourage him on what, give him a couple things that he can do to make sure he achieves that goal of going to the NBA. Yes, sir, babe, I see your hand. Okay, when you say he can work, what is it that he needs to work on? What is it that he needs to do?
Like his basketball skills.
Okay, he can do it. He can master his basketball skills. I like that. Anybody else want to encourage him on what he can do to make sure he makes it to the NBA? Yes, sir. Practice hard. I like that. Anybody else want to volunteer to give me a goal that they have written on their paper? Yes, ma'am.
To help my mom whenever she needs.
Okay.
All right.
Anybody want to encourage her in regards to what can she do to make sure she achieves that goal? I keep seeing the same hands go up. I need some participation. Yes, ma'am. Stay in school. Okay, I like that. Anybody else? Yes, sir. Back in the corner. Listen. I like that. That's the key word, listen, because I think a lot of us got a lot of problems with listening skills as teenagers and just as you as a whole, because I would say you. I had an issue with listening. Mama told me to go left, I went right intentionally because I felt like Mama didn't know what she was talking about. But I want to encourage y'all, Mama know what she's talking about. I find myself right now to this day, almost 40 years old, saying, oh man, I should have listened to my mama. You have a question for me? Right here.
I just want to say something about the mom.
Go ahead, give it to me.
Obedience.
Obedience is so much better than sacrifice. That's my 24-year-old. He'll tell you. I want to talk about a goal. Anybody else want to give me a goal tonight? Yes, ma'am. You're kind of quiet, so I need to hear from you. You want to be a pediatric?
No.
Okay, don't be afraid to speak up. We all in here. We are sisters and brothers keeper. We're going to encourage one another. She wants to be a pediatric nurse. Who can encourage her in regards to what she can do to be successful? Yes, sir.
Work hard.
Work hard. Okay,
Yeah.
I like that. Yes, ma'am.
To stay in high school a lot to learn about nurses.
Okay, so stay in school. There's a lot to learn about nurses. Yes, ma'am.
Pay attention in school.
Pay attention in school. So what do I have to pay attention to in school to be a nurse? Do I just need to pay attention in school as a whole, or is there anything I need to focus on?
You need to focus on medical especially, but also pay attention in general.
Okay, so paying attention, and if you don't take any medical classes, now it's the time to go ahead and begin enrolling you some medical classes. Don't be afraid to Google these things that you want to be. Don't be afraid to look them up on the internet. Google tells you everything. The same way y'all go Google what happened in that fight that happened at the high school.
Go down there.
Google what you want to be.
Take some pictures
So
of
what I
that.
want to do is I want to go ahead and jump right into the steps to being successful and setting small goals. Without a goal, your life will unfold by default. Your default will be to continue to experience the same old patterns and follow the same outside world, such as your family, your friends, and the society, to influence your life path. But by not setting goals and allowing yourself to go for your desires and dreams, you're giving away all your power. This is your life, and it's meant for you to live it how you want to live it. So basically what I just said, to sum it up in a nutshell, when you allow other people to dictate your life, you're giving away all your power. Set a goal. Them goals that you have on that paper, I would like to see those goals manifest. But in order for those goals to manifest, we have to define what a goal is. So what I want to talk about tonight is a SMART goal. First of all, I want you to decide what it is that you want to do. Believe that you can achieve it. We have this scripture within my organization, Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I don't care what devil, what comes up. I believe I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And I want y'all to understand and believe that. I don't care what your background is, what kind of household you come from, what you may not have. Just know that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Believe you can achieve it. Plan for success and stay motivated in the process. Young man that want to go to the NBA, I don't care what they tell you. You can make it to the NBA. I think about the Tracy McGrady's. I think about the Dwayne Bakers. Dwayne Bacon, me and his mom went to the same pregnancy high school together. I'm sure she probably never even imagined that her son would be playing for the Orlando Magic right now. She probably never even imagined that her son would have played for Charlotte. But look what he did. He came from a single parent household, and he's in the NBA right now. So I don't care what comes up against you, what it may look like. Stay focused. Keep your head in the book. Stay positive. You can be whatever it is that God has called you to be. So, kind of veering off from where I want to go, but I'm going to bring it back in. So we're going to talk about these SMART goals. Who can tell me what a SMART goal is?
A goal that's not dumb and that can get you somewhere.
Okay, I like that.
That's right.
Yes, ma'am.
A choice that's good and not get you in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Definitely. That's what you're trouble. Yes, ma'am. You been reading my paper, but girl, you're right. I see your hand on, sir.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think is when you said something, and then you said it, and then you trying to accomplish it.
Accomplish it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
So a SMART goal is, and all of those answers are right because it's going to tie into the acronym. A SMART goal is when you're specific about what you want to do. So whatever you wrote on that paper, you were specific about what you wanted to do as far as your SMART goal. A SMART goal is something that is measurable. When I say that it's measurable, make sure that it is achievable. Make sure that it is something that you can really achieve. Some of you may say, well, tomorrow I'm going to hit the lottery and I'm going to win $1 million. That's not even achievable because half of you not even old enough to go play the lottery. So when I say making sure that it's achievable, make sure that goal that you set for yourself, measurable. Make sure it's measurable, make sure it's achievable. Sorry, I'm cheating sometimes. Make sure it's realistic, and make sure you set a time frame for it. I want to encourage the young lady right here that wants to be a pediatric nurse. You know you want to be a pediatric nurse. Okay, what grade are you in right now? You're in 9th grade? So you got another 3 years of high school, and then it's gonna take you at least 18 months to become a nurse. Okay, so within that time frame, I want you to begin to set small goals to begin to achieve, because we think because we set one goal that's what we have to focus on. It's good to focus on the end result, but there's goals in between that end result that we have to make sure we achieve. Right now, with you being in the 9th grade, making sure that GPA stays up, making sure your grades are good. Set goals for making sure, how am I gonna keep my GPA where I want it at? How am I gonna make sure that I achieve the right goals that I wanna achieve? Make sure you set timelines and time frames for that kind of stuff. So when it's time to get into nursing school, your grades are not an issue. So even though somebody else had given me something, I heard the MBA, I heard a pediatric nurse, you want to help your mom, like somebody else had given me a goal. But nevertheless, what I want you to really understand is that when you're setting out these goals, again, make sure that they're specific. Be specific about what you want. If I come to you right now, you say, well, I don't know what I want to do. I just know I want to do something in the medical field. I can't help you if you only tell me you want to do something in the medical field. I can't help you if you tell me you only want to do something in sports, because I need you to be specific about what it is that you want to do. I want you to make sure that, again, it's measurable. Goals also need to be measurable to the point where you sit down and you know exactly how you're going to achieve this goal. Y'all understand? Y'all follow me? Yeah, okay. Again, like I said, make sure that it's achievable. Make sure it's realistic. Your goal is not what your neighbor's goal is. Your goal is not what your homegirl goal is. Take some time and sit down and figure out, what do you really want to do? It may not even be something that you're good at. But guess what? If you sit down and you focus on it, you be specific about it, you make it measurable, you make it achievable, you make it realistic, and you put a time frame on it, again, it takes you back to Philippians 4:13. We can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. I encourage anybody, my daughter's here today, she'll tell you, literally, before I even set something up, God, what would you have me to do? Because it may be my goal, but it may not be God's goal for my life. So I want to encourage y'all on today that when you're doing your goals, and you're setting out that goal, whatever that goal is, make sure that it is a SMART goal. The paper that you have there in front of you, it breaks it down for you. It tells you exactly what a SMART goal is. It breaks down the acronym for you, and also on the back, saying no to the but. So often, maybe this is something that a lot of adults just deal with. We'll be like, well, I want to do it, but what's your but tonight? What is something that you want to do, but you said, but I can't do it, or but my mama don't have enough, or but I can't afford to go to that school, whatever it is. What's your but tonight? I want one, maybe 3 people to tell me something that they want to achieve, but it's something that might be stopping them. It's a but in the way of it.
I want to my house.
There you go.
That's good.
Clap it up, y'all. Clap it up.
That's really good. Listen. So what's stopping you right now from buying your mama house? Money? Okay. What are you doing right now to prepare yourself to be able to buy your mama house?
Play football.
You play football? Okay. What grade are you in? So I take it that because you play football, your goal is to go to the NFL. Okay. So what are you doing to set yourself up for the NFL right now?
Stay in school.
Stay in school? Okay. You got good grades? Okay. What position you play in football?
Running back.
Okay. All right. So what I want you to do is I want you to focus on what is it going to take to buy mom that house. We know you got to stay in school. We know you got to make good grades. We know that you got to stay focused. We know that you got to exercise and work out so that the muscles and the bones are in place so that no injuries come about. And I'm believing that you're going to someday be able to come back to Mr. Jeffrey and say, Mr. Jeffrey, I remember on April the 22nd, 2021, I said I went to buy my mom a house, and I just closed on my mom's house. And I'm believing that that's going to happen for you. Somebody else tell me a but that may be in your way. It's something that you want to do, but you don't know how to do it, but you may not have the resources to do it. Anybody else? Yes. You want to learn how to get money at a young age? Listen, what do you like to do? What can your hands do? Huh? Sports? Is sports the only thing? Now, I want to tell y'all something with this sports, and don't put me out here for this. You need a backup plan. You have to have a backup plan with these sports. And this is not, I'm not saying this to discourage you, but I'm saying this to encourage you. Have a backup plan. What is something you're good at? You play video games?
Sometimes.
Okay, you on social media? You do YouTube? You don't do none of that? but like, how good are you at video games? Because see, people making money doing that kind of stuff. You're never too young to have a business. You're never too young to make money. My son, 8 years old, he always comes home and tell me about how his friend has a vending machine. He's 8 years old, and his 8-year-old friend has a vending machine. You're never too young to make money. Listen, I don't care. Summertime coming up. Tell mom and dad to buy you a lawnmower. See, y'all too good to do this. Cause see, when I was growing up, it wasn't nothing to go door to door and say, man, can I mow your yard today? Can I raise your yard today? But you say you want to make money, so you got to sit the pride to the side. You got to put the pride to the side. So if you really want to make some money, you really ain't got no butt there because you can make some money. You got a question, son? Yeah.
No, I was gonna be the next person to say the button.
Huh? Go ahead, give me a button. Give it to me.
Get a PhD and buy it to me for engineering.
So what's stopping you from doing it?
I'm not old.
Huh?
I'm not older.
You're not old enough yet.
There you go.
Okay, what grade are you in?
7.
So what you got, you don't necessarily have a but, you have a yet. And see, we can turn that yet into, and even, don't even say that you're not old enough. I don't know if y'all see the little boy, I think he's out of Georgia. This little boy, I believe, is like 10 years old. He's already in college. Because he scored so high on his IQ test. So I want you to believe in yourself. You're in the 7th grade. Listen, go home and write it down and look at it every day. I'm going to get a PhD in this. I look forward to calling you doctor. What's your last name? What is it?
James.
Dr. James. That's what it is. That's what we're going to call him from now on, y'all. That's Dr. James.
Dr.
That's
James in the house.
So
There you
don't
go.
Get offended. Don't get offended when they call you that. Own it, because that's what you want to do. That's your goal. Is to become that doctor. So you Dr. James from now on out. Well, if I ever come back again, you Dr. James. Yes, ma'am.
I have a budget.
What's your budget?
I want to buy my mom some makeup supplies, but I can't afford it.
But you can't afford it. So we got to figure out how we going to make some money. We could have sold that pack of Skittles and made some money to put in the... Oh, see, you ain't ready. You ain't ready. You don't even want to sacrifice nothing.
Not today.
You got to sacrifice some stuff, get some cheese, some stuff. See how quick you snatch some Skittles off that table for me? Like, what if I told you I would have gave you the money to go buy your mama the makeup supplies? But you took them not...
There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
That's how it's going, like. And it's not the moment. It's a learning process. So just always know that if it's something that you want to achieve in life, there's going to come a sacrifice. And it may not always be a great sacrifice, but there will be a sacrifice. You didn't really want to give up your Skittles. But when I told you I would give you the money to get the makeup supplies, you put them back on the table for me. That's how we do. The coach be like, listen, you can play a Friday night game and all the scouts going to be there, but you got an attitude. But when he tell you the scouts going to be there, you straighten the attitude up.
Uh-oh.
That's when you get on the field, so you can play a Friday night game. Look at y'all, look. That just kind of struck something over here, didn't it? Uh-huh. But did somebody else have a question? Yes, son. I can't hear you. Oh, you gonna buy me another house? Well, baby, we gonna get you on YouTube tonight.
There you go.
So you can fully pay for this new house. But no, I just kind of just bring it back in a little bit. I really love y'all participation. I really, really do. And it does my heart so well to see all these young men in the room tonight. Y'all can be doing anything else. Y'all can be, it does me well to see my babies in the room too, because I kind of heard y'all over there. But it really does my heart well to see all these young men in the room tonight, because y'all can be anywhere else. But y'all chose to come and trust that Mr. Jeffrey was going to bring somebody in that was going to empower y'all. And I really hope that that paper that I gave you, take some time out, even if it's not tonight, maybe it's not tomorrow, but think about those goals that you have set out for your life. Think about the goals that you have set out for your family. Make sure that you're being specific with your goals, because one thing I do know is if you have a goal set for your life, and if I came up to you and said, what is your goal? And you don't know what that goal is. I may have $1 million check I want to write you to be able to achieve whatever it is that you want to do. Dr. James, I may have $1 million check that I'm ready to pay off your tuition for when you make it to college. But if you don't know what you're telling me that you want to do, I'm going over here to this young man right here and ask him, hey, what do you want to do? So I want y'all to think about that. Make sure when you set out these goals for your life, you're specific about your goals. Sorry, I be cheating again. Make sure they're measurable. Make sure they're achievable. Make sure they're realistic. Please, please, please. I cannot emphasize that enough. Make sure that goal is realistic. Every goal that I've heard here tonight, it is a realistic goal. I think they got it. Y'all got something y'all talk about? Oh, I'm sorry. I was discriminating. I don't mind children, but they were talking to one another. And that is what it is. Make sure they're realistic, and then make sure you set a time frame for that goal. And even if whatever your ultimate goal is, break it down. I want to do this in 30 days. I want to do this in 90 days. I want to do this in 365 days. Break it down, because if you focus on the fact that you only want to be Dr. James, but you got to focus on the small things in between. And once you can achieve the small things in between, it's going to be easy peasy when it's time to walk across that stage up there at FAMU. I'm going to say FAMU because if not, Mr. Jeffrey kick me out of here. When it's time to walk across that stage and get that doctrine, listen, it's going to be a good feeling because you focused on it, because you put the time in for it. You were specific when you said what you wanted to do. You made sure that it was something you could achieve, and you set a time frame for it. So that's all I have. Do y'all have any questions for me at all?
The main thing is, like I tell my kids, never doubt yourself.
Yes.
Never doubt yourself.
Yeah, and that's right. And that goes back to what I said when I first opened up as well. When you're setting your goal is not set based on what your peers are doing. Don't set your goals based on where you are right now. If I had to set my goals based on me growing up, living from project to project, coming out of a home that I don't even want to talk about right now, I would not be who I am today. I didn't set my goals based on who I was as a young girl. I didn't set my goals based on becoming a teenage mother at such a young age. I set my goals on the fact that I knew I wanted to be better than what my environment offered me. Yes, ma'am.
I have a question.
What's your question? You kind of bold, too. What's your question?
Yeah.
Why you asking me to sell my Skittles?
So I asked you to sell your Skittles because you told me you wanted to buy your mama some makeup. And I wanted to know if you was willing to sacrifice your Skittles for your mama makeup. And that's a no. That's why I asked you that. So you're not going to sell that just to get your mama makeup?
And it's already ate.
Girl, I'm tell your mama about that. Anybody else have any questions for me? No? Come on, somebody give me something. Any questions? Anybody? The young man in the black t-shirt, I didn't hear your goal. What is your goal? The black t-shirt.
Mr. Frank.
You want to go to the NFL too? Okay. All right. Everybody on that back row want to go to the NFL? NBA. I know we got a doctor back there. All right. Who? NBA, NFL. So hypothetically, if the NBA or the NFL don't work, what's next?
Is your
I can't hear you. Okay, so you want to start your own business? So why not start your own business now and still run your business while you out there on that basketball court playing?
I'll be right.
Think about the Michael Jordans. You know, they got their own shoe lines, and they still on the court dribbling that basketball, right? So don't think that just because you go into the NBA, listen, you can never have too many streams of income coming in. Yes, ma'am. You want to make a business for what is it? Homeless. For the homeless people?
All right, man. That's what's up.
We need it. It's definitely needed. It's definitely needed. I'm actually working on a project right now where I want to provide services for kids aging out of foster care. Because so often they age out of foster care and they don't have anywhere to go. They don't teach them any life skills. They don't have anything to set them up for success. But guess what? If I can go and open up a home where they're aging out of foster care and they can come and they can have a safe haven, we can teach them life skills. We can teach them how to get a job. We can teach them how to save their money. That's setting them up for success. And I do believe that that's one reason why Mr. Jeffrey is here in the Haines City area to set everybody in this room up for success. So I want y'all to capitalize on it. I don't care what you're doing on Thursday night. Listen, tell your homeboys, bring them, tell your homeboys, tell your homegirls, get them on down here. Hey, man, y'all got to come see this man. Ain't that, I seen that somewhere. Listen, come see a man. And I guarantee your life will be changed. Come see a man. Look, that's it right there. That's the word. Come see a man. So I want to encourage y'all on that. But anybody else have any questions for me? You had a question right here? No? All right, well, thank y'all for the time.
We like like to thank Ms. Dolmecia, and just like you're saying, young men, when people are asking you, when people are asking you, you should, the NFL and NBA, that's great. I'm not a dream killer, but I'm a reality checker. Everybody ain't gonna go. And the ones that you think got the biggest muscles, the tallest and the fastest and all of that, sometimes they don't make it. So I just talked to a young man this week. He was in my program. He was small, he was short, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't all that fast. Mr. Jeffrey could get him back in. I got some extra weight on me. I probably can't do nothing with him now. But he played University of Florida. And I didn't know he was going to go D1. I said he might go D2, D3, or JUCO or something. But he played for the Gators. He got a little frustrated, didn't play at first, but he ended up starting and being an excellent player. But went on and went to the Bucks. I'm like, God, because I know I had bigger guys that were stronger and faster. They didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know. You know, it's hard to say who's going to be that person. You got Ray Lewis, a Hall of Famer from Lakeland. My brother-in-law, Coach Joe, coached him up. You had greater players that played on teams for him, but they didn't make it. So God chooses who's going to make it to that next level. A lot of people all the time saying, who's going to be the next Michael Jordan? You didn't choose the first one, so how are you going to choose the next one? So just basing off his high school career, he didn't make the team. You say, nah, because he sucked. He ain't going to make it and do all that he's done. So a lot of you got to work harder, but it's not promised to you. So when you get in a platform and you get in an arena, when it's great that you have the dreams, goals, and aspirations of going to the NFL and the NBA or whatever you're trying to do, but also say something else. Because when you go to college, you got to pick a major. It's no major that's NFL. It's no major that's NBA. So you're going to have to do marketing. You're going to have to do physical therapy. You're going to have to do sports management. So you have to look at the school that you want to go to and see what majors that they offer there. So you can do that right now. So you say, man, I like University of Miami. You might want to be a physical therapist. They might not even offer that there. So you might say, well, maybe I got to look and find another school that offers what I have. So my thing is, let your decisions right now line up with your destiny. You should be out working everybody. How many people doing 100 push-ups a day right now? You doing 100 push-ups a day? How many doing 100 sit-ups a day? How many of y'all ballers shooting 100 free throws a day? 100 every day. Okay. How many shooting 500 a day? Somebody out there shooting 500. So you got to think, what am I going to do to step my game up and make myself better? But that's it. But at the end of the day, I want to see everybody in here successful. With me, I guarantee success. Everybody around me is blessed and successful. And most of the kids, like I tell them all the time, when you're doing God's will and what he wants you to do, you don't have to chase after money and opportunities. They'll chase after you. So find something that you love doing and that you'll do whether you get paid or not. So I got young people out there. They're event promoters. They're DJs. They're doctors. They're lawyers. Whatever they want to do, hair, whatever, they're out there doing it. Physical therapists, pharmacists, you name the field, they went after it and they're out there doing it. So some of them, they exceeded my expectations because I heard them. I'm not a dream killer. I'll embrace them and support everything they're trying to do. But a lot of them, they out there doing it big and in a major way. I'm proud of every kid that's out there. So the biggest pay that you can give me is I see you with a smile on your face and say, Mr. Jeffrey. And you know, you're taking care of your family and your loved ones, and that's the biggest pay that you can give for me. So give yourself a big round of applause. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let our young men go and get some pizza first. You can get you a couple slices, and then you can get you a drink, a snack. The young ladies that want to help, you're gonna help out handing out the drinks and the snacks. So the two young ladies in the back, they got some gloves back there for you. You can do that. We're gonna send the guys through first. Also, here's what we need. Now, if you got your Instagram, go, we can grab the sanitizer from out front, somebody. It's a big ball out front. Now, if you got your phone or your report card, I'm gonna need to see your report card. So you can pull it up on your phone, on your student portal. If you got A's and B's for the third time, you're gonna get a success.
You done?
Yeah.
Just put it on over that.
Make sure you get on that sign-in sheet because we're gonna order your exact size for a wrist club shirt. We're gonna order our signature colors are black with red and white writing on. But for those tonight, A's and B's, you're gonna get a Success Team shirt. If you got straight A's, you're gonna get a free swag hoodie, students with awesome goals. So if you got straight A's for the third 9 weeks, you're gonna get you a hoodie. So if this is your first time, you never got a shirt, just come down and see me. We're gonna try to get a shirt on you. This is just your bonus shirt, but we ordering shirts tonight. So make sure you get on the list. Who did not sign in on the sign-in sheet? Okay, make sure you get on. All right, we ready to move. Guys, make sure, listen up. Once you get your food, you can take your mask off, eat your food. Guys, head on up. Back row, guys, head on up, get your pizza. Guys, head on up.
No social media?
What's that?
No social media. Social media?
What's that?
I was supposed to be.
Oh.
Let him go. Let him go. We can do that later.
Okay.
Next time. All right.
You got sanitizer up and everything. These your brains? What size you wear?
You sure can. I gave my drink.
That's a new small? No, that's a regular small. All right, next row, go through. Next row, go through. Next row, these ladies, y'all going on up, going on up. What size? All right, while you waiting, you can pull that student portal. While you eating, bring it on up so I can go and get your shirt.
What do you got, Jeff? You looking good?
Oh yeah, A's and B's, all A's and B's.
All right.
About 5 A's and 3 B's.
Yeah.
No, we got a youth large, that's the smallest.
Let me see your shirt when you hold it up. Let me see.
About the same, yeah, you can rock.
All right. What do you got, Jeff? What do you got? Looking good.
4 A's, 3 B's. 4 A's, 3 B's.
Still going. All right, good job, man. Let me see that shirt. Let me see your shirt. Let me see it, man. Let me see it. Hold it up. There you go.
Let me see if I got one of these little wrist kids.
So, Jeff, what are you doing right now? I see you giving out shirts.
Basically, what if they make A's and B's on their report card, they get a success team. So basically, a success team, you gotta if you coach a success, you gotta have a team. So basically, with success team, they showing it what it looked like to be successful with them great grades. If they make straight A's, they get a swag hoodie. Students with awesome goals. So in order to make all this happen, we need those donations. We need 1,000 people to give $100. By doing that, we're able to bless these kids where everything is free. They got free food, they got free drinks, They got free speakers that's coming out here. We're getting this space here through Haines City. Haines City is blessing us with free space to encourage these kids. 1,000 people give $100. We can raise $100,000. Contact me, 863-888-0468. Also, you can email me, riskclub@ymail.com. Also, you can cash out me, $, capital TEEN, capital KING, Teen. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You got them grades? What size you need? That's a medium right there. Clean them pizza. Everybody else, if you ain't gone, go back there and get you some pizza. Go back there and get you some pizzas. We ain't got none yet. What's that now? I give you one more cup.
No, you bring your grades.
Bring your grade. If you don't bring your grades, you won't. So if you got your grades, bring your grades down. I'm ready to hand out shirts and hoodies. Anybody else with grades? Anybody else? Grades? Bring it down. Come on down. I'm ready to put it up. We're pricing right now.
How much time? How much you got time? You got left? What time you stop?
About 1:00. We got no set time.
Okay.
Anybody else? Pull them student portals up. If you want more pizza, go to the back. See the young lady in the back.
You already know what I have.
Make sure nothing changed. The teacher took that man that you went on in there. Okay. So we got one. That's the wrong. You want hot pink or you want light pink?
What she got, Jim?
She got straight A's.
Straight A's.
It's our only one tonight. Straight A's. Which one? Hot pink?
Light pink.
Light pink. Okay.
So how you feel getting them straight A's?
Good, you know, we worked hard. Now we're here.
Yeah. All right. Let me get it.
And then let me get a picture of it.
Yeah. Where's my picture, lady?
Where the camera?
I got it right here. I got it.
Just turn around. Turn around. Turn around, face this way so you get the picture.
Straight A's.
I did not know where I was supposed to look.
Yeah. Good job.
Last call for report cards. Student portal. Hey, gentlemen, if y'all want more pizza, y'all go and eat it up. Y'all get you some more. What's that? Go to the back, we got plenty of pizza. Go to the back, gentlemen, eat all of that up. I don't want no pizza to take home. I'm already about 7 months pregnant, I don't even get no family. Student portal, Thursday. I don't know what's up with y'all. I'm out to call Bruno. I'm gonna talk to Miss Giles.